Good morning, St. Alphonsus. Today is Wednesday of the 16th week of Ordinary Time. It's also the feast of St. Mary Magdalene. Today we have a choice in two first readings. The first is from the Book of Songs. The second is from 2 Corinthians. The responsorial psalm, Psalm 63, and the Gospel is from chapter 20 of John. I'd like to begin by reading the Book of Songs. The bride says, "On my bed at night I sought him whom my heart loves. I sought him, but I did not find him. I will rise then and go about the city, in the streets and crossings. I will seek him whom my heart loves. I sought him, but I did not find him. The watchmen came upon me as they made their rounds of the city. Have you seen him whom my heart loves? I had hardly left when I found him whom my heart loves." The word of the Lord. This song, this prayer, dovetails nicely with the Gospel of John. Mary wakes up and she goes to the tomb early. It's still dark, it says. Did she hear Jesus call? Is that what woke her? How about the bride? Is that what woke her? The feeling of being alone, the feeling of being lost. I experience that sometimes. Do you? Do you wake up in the middle of the night almost needing the presence of God? It's not an anxiousness in the sense that life is all coming together and you can't sleep with worry. But it's the love and the mercy and the comfort one gets from Jesus that one seeks. Mary Magdalene, in the dark, goes to the tomb and finds the stone rolled back. Running to catch Simon Peter and John, they go back to the tomb, and Mary leans down, sees two angels inside, who ask her, "Why are you weeping? Whom do you seek?" No sooner is that said than Mary turns around, and there's Jesus standing before her. Again he asks, "Why are you weeping?" They have taken him. Have you taken him? Where did you put him? She doesn't recognize Jesus. Not until he says, "Mary." And then she recognizes who Jesus is. How many times are we like the bride? We're like St. Mary Magdalene, where we look for God, we look for Jesus in our lives, and we don't see him. We don't recognize him as Mary did. Or the bride as she searched the city, and then she found him. I'd like to think that when this happens to us, that we find Jesus in our hearts. Behind me I have a candle, a simple Yankee candle. It's a 2-wick candle. As I did my reflection, I imagined that my heart has 2 wicks. One for life of this world, and one is the fire of Jesus, the fire of God burning in each of us. My hope and my prayer is that I become a 1-wick candle, that the fire that is God, that is Jesus, burns in me brightly in 1 wick, that I can't distinguish myself from the love and the mercy of God who lives and reigns in us, but lives in us through the Holy Spirit. So my prayer for me, my prayer for you, is that Holy Spirit that is in each of us burns brightly, and that we find Jesus in our lives, that we turn around, we see him. Jesus told us, those with ears ought to hear, those with eyes ought to see. And so it is with us. God bless us.